My life before I was homeless was rough. I was battling mental illness and drug addiction. Uh, there was always some type of self-medication, trying to stop the mental illness. I found myself homeless because my daughter was murdered 12 years ago. And the only thing I knew was drugs and alcohol. And whenever she died, the mother took off and I couldn't stay in the house by myself, so I chose to be on the street, off and on, couch surfing. And then the last couple of years of being homeless, I was living anywhere in a tent and just laying on the ground. First thing you do is you get up, you pack all your stuff because you can't leave it in one spot because somebody will come by and pill through it. And then you figure out how you're going to drink and eat. I couldn't find no help for single men being homeless, and that was a big struggle because near the end I was ready to get sober and get the help I needed, and couldn't hardly find it because there was waiting lists everywhere.
I think when I realized that there was a need for the homeless started sometime during COVID, and people were starting to lose their homes for different reasons, and it just was something that escalated. What got us really started on this journey, there was a group of us that found out there was a church, a little old church that was for sale, and we were talking about a space because St. Vincent de Paul doesn't have any space for rooms or a place to put people, and so we went and looked at this little church, and we started to dream about what that church could become, and I think that's really what started us. So we started to meet, and we were called Lincoln County Housing Task Force. So we were talking about what do people need? They need affordable housing. We can't get them out of homelessness if they don't have affordable housing. So that was our first approach, but how do we get to that point? We have to have temporary housing, temporary shelter, a place to go, besides the little seedy hotel that we were using for St. Vincent de Paul. I mean, it was a roof, it was a shower, it was a bed, but it wasn't a safe, comfortable home. And we wanted to try to get people back home. So we met, and our first goal was to try to develop a shelter of some sort, a place where people could go to get all their needs met, apply for housing, apply for jobs, do their laundry. And it just kept growing from there. And fortunately, the Lincoln County commissioners they listened, and they helped us get to the place we need to be. So in the beginning, the people that were on our journey was all St. Vincent de Paul people, but when we started to reach out, we had natural connections to J&A through some help that they had given us for some of our clients. We knew that Sherry Winchester was already working with the Key, which was a youth center, and she had some connections. The health department kind of came along. We had one of the ladies that goes to our church, she works for Mercy. So Mercy was a natural connection. And then we all came together, and then there was even other people like Compass Health that came along. We got involved with the Sheriff's Department, sent a representative, and our group continued to grow until we had the center. Our whole idea around Bridge of Hope is how are we going to change people's lives? How are we going to do something better that hasn't been done? So Bridge of Hope will be a place not only for temporary housing, shelter, safety, but they're going to be able to come to Bridge of Hope, meet with people that know how to get the resources and the funding that's already there. They're going to have the connection. They're not going to be searching from one place to the next, trying to find someone that will listen and hear their needs. We're going to be there every day to provide the shelter and the resources that they need to get to the next level, find a home. So we're asked all the time, who are we going to serve? Who will we serve? And there is no shelter for single men. So we're going to serve single men, we're going to serve women with children, We have one room that's specifically for a husband and wife and their kids, and we can put them all in one place. That's who Bridge of Hope will be able to serve.
Bridge of Hope's going to help Lincoln County in a major way, because when I was out there was plenty of people out there, and yet there are a lot of them in and couldn't find a place to go or any way to get any kind of assistance, because being a single guy, you're just last on the list. And what I see, the way people could come in here just off the streets to use the computers to get the information they need as far as getting their IDs or signing up for local government assistance, and how you guys are going to have case management and counselors. You guys got a church in here that's going to make a big difference. I see a lot of lives changing.
So for anyone out there that wants to get involved with Bridge of Hope, you just need to go to our social media, Facebook and our webpage, and contact us there. We're always, email, we're always on there looking for volunteers to do different things, maybe food or extra cleanup. We might even need more help, so just take a look.